Men whose girlfriend's dad said no when you asked him for permission to marry his daughter. What did you do? When I asked my girlfriend's dad for permission to marry her, I had a speech prepared. Bullet points, deep breaths. I even practiced in the mirror like a lunatic. Her dad, Ron, is a retired Marine with forearms like tree trunks and a face that looks permanently disappointed in you. We sat at his kitchen table, the kind that's seen 40 years of bad decisions and burnt coffee. I started the speech. Job stability, commitment, love, respect, the whole greatest hits album. He listened without blinking, then leaned back, crossed his arms, and said, no. Just no. No explanation. No follow-up. Like he'd declined a calendar invite. I froze. My brain short-circuited. I nodded, thanked him for his honesty, and walked out like I'd just been fired from a job I really wanted. For the next week, I spiraled. I replayed the moment nonstop. Did I say your daughter too many times? Was my handshake too soft? Should I have worn a tie, a watch, armor? Finally, I told my girlfriend, Emily. She stared at me for a second, then burst out laughing. Like, bent over, can't breathe laughing. You asked him, she said. Yeah, I said, is that not... She wiped tears from her eyes. I told him years ago that if any man ever asked him for permission, he should say no. Every time, just to see what they'd do. Apparently Ron's answer wasn't about me. It was a test. A very weird, very Ron test. So what did I do? I went back to his house the next day, sat at the same table, looked him dead in the eye and said, I'm marrying Emily anyway. I wanted your blessing, not your approval. He stared at me for a long second, then smiled for the first time I'd ever seen. Good, he said. That was the right answer. We've been married 5 years now. Ron still says no to things, just out of habit.